Hi, everyone. Judge Andrew Napolitano here for Judging Freedom. Today is Tuesday, May 17, 2022. It's about 12:30 in the afternoon here on the East Coast of the United States. Yesterday, I caught a little snippet of my former Fox colleague, or my Fox former colleague, Peter Doocy, who's the Fox White House reporter, questioning Karine Jean-Pierre. Karine Jean-Pierre is the new White House press secretary. In fact, I think her first day on the job may have been yesterday or late last week. She took the place of Jen Psaki, with whom you probably are familiar. Jen now works at MSNBC. Anyway, Peter Doocy asks her a very, very straightforward question about how raising taxes will help Americans with inflation. Listen to the question. Listen to the answer and tell me if this isn't the ministry of the absurd.
How does raising taxes on corporations lower the cost of gas, the cost of a used car, the cost of food for everyday Americans?
So look, I think we encourage those who have done very well, right? Especially those who care about climate change, to support a fair tax code that doesn't charge manufacturers, workers, cops, builders a higher percentage of their earnings, that the most fortunate people in our nation, and not let that stand in the way of reducing energy costs and fighting this existential problem, if you think about that as an example.
Wow. I think she needs to go back to school and study Economics 101. There's only one cause for inflation, and that's too much money chasing too few goods. That's what happens when the government floods the money supply with extra cash, as it did in the Trump administration because of COVID, and then even more so in the Biden administration because of COVID. Between the two administrations, they gave away about $4 trillion in cash. When you have all that money chasing the same amount of goods, the cost of the goods go up. It's just the natural law of economics. It's almost like the law of physics. You know, when it rains, things get wet. When you put too much money into the money supply, the price of everything goes up. But please, Ms. Jean-Pierre, can you address these questions directly? Raising corporate taxes is going to exacerbate inflation. It's going to give the government more money to spend and have corporations less money to spend. And that'll put people out of work. And that'll force the government to give them some sort of a welfare benefit. What will hurt inflation? What will reduce inflation? Stop government spending. Not happening. Not happening. Yesterday, the feds just burnt $40 billion on Ukraine. They can't stop themselves from spending money. Maybe a balanced budget amendment would work. That would force the government to spend only what it takes in. And there certainly is no political will to raise taxes on anybody. Ms. Jean-Pierre, welcome to your new job. And welcome to Peter Doocy, who's a great questioner. Can you look in the camera and answer these questions directly, please? Oh, sometimes I wish I were there. Judge Napolitano for Judging Freedom.